Once upon a time, business as usual was often good enough. No more. Where we are going, good enough is dead. In a world where everything is connected, where everything is equally excellent, where performance is reaching perfection, there's only one space left to innovate in: you. Right now, you are a central point in the raging tornado of change fueled by digitization, mobilization, augmentation, disintermediation, automation. Well, the list goes on. Science fiction is becoming science fact.
And now, we travel the planet like never before. The total distance we cover each year using fossil fuels is just over 9.5 trillion kilometers. 1 light year. We have been building prototypes for years with great success. And now it's time for the giant leap. Traveling the distance of a light year using only solar energy. That is our mission.
In the past, a car was just mechanical. But now, a car is full of smart software. Software that generates more and more data. Data that is being used by manufacturers, insurance companies, RDW in its legal tasks, and other parties. But the owner, the user himself, why does he not have access to this data? How does he know that a car is really safe? That it is sustainable? That the information he receives is really correct and the car is as it should be? At RDW, we stand for safety, sustainability, and legal certainty in mobility. Data and transparency are essential for making good decisions about the purchase and use of vehicles, and essential for RDW to be able to carry out its statutory tasks. In-vehicle data offers all parties in the mobility chain, including the user, complete insight into important vehicle characteristics throughout the entire life cycle. Vehicle information that RDW uses for conducting its statutory tasks, and that also provides the user with real added value. As a user, surely you want to make sure that the car has the right software and parts, which safety systems the car has, what the previous use of the car means for current safety and durability. Suppose you could check whether this car is really as good as new, that the car is still fully compliant with the legal requirements. Because you have insight into the status of the car, the parts, and the software, RDW wants to contribute to the availability, structuring, and standardization of in-vehicle data, and contribute to safety, sustainability, and legal certainty.
I'm Michael Huang, and I recently took a ride in Pony AI's self-driving car in Guangzhou, China. Guangzhou is a very good testing ground. It's one of the most congested cities in the world.
路上不仅有行人，也有自行车、摩托车、三轮，然后偶尔大家也会出现乱穿红绿灯的情况，也有非机动车在隔离带附近逆行。
I would say if you can get a ride in Guangzhou, you might find it relatively easy for other cities. Pony AI is a self-driving startup. They have like a Chinese startup spirit to try to get into the next big thing.
我们的计划是在年底之前筹建一支完善的车队，在主观进行实地。
So we did 2 rounds of test drive. In the first round, it was quite like smooth.
再往前的话，其实我们可以看到有红绿灯识别了一个红灯在那里。
But in the second round, that's a bit more complicated. We were making a left turn. There was a car. Suddenly, it decided to, just cut in. That's like one moment when I felt like, I'm not sitting in a car that's controlled by a human. They explained that harsh brake was out of the consideration of like safety. So they are playing this relatively conservative card. And then they put like humans' comfort in the second place. But most of the time, I would say the car's performance was pretty good.
In het Rotterdamse havengebied zijn vandaag testen gedaan met vrachtwagens die in konvooi rijden. 2 of 3 wagens dicht op elkaar en met een computernetwerk met elkaar verbonden.
Dat wel.
Aan boord van de vrachtwagens ook techniek om de stoplichten te beïnvloeden.
Een kilometer van tevoren dan krijg je een app te zien waar je heen wil. Dus links of rechts, dan toets je aan. En dan gaat hij kijken hoe druk het is. En dan binnen no time word je uit groen gezet.
Aan dit nieuwe systeem zitten veel voordelen, zo zeggen de specialisten.
Als vrachtauto's echt in een platoon gaan rijden, nemen ze minder ruimte op de weg in. Ze hebben meer chauffeursondersteunende systemen, dus als het goed is wordt het ook veiliger, minder kop-staalbotsingen. Het zorgt bijvoorbeeld ook voor meer doorstroming. Als je slimme verkeerslichten hebt die de verkeersregeling zo optimaliseren dat vrachtauto's bijvoorbeeld minder hoeven te stoppen, zorgt het voor betere doorstroming op de weg. Minder files, minder congestie en als het goed is dus veiliger en ook minder brandstofverbruik.
With cameras mounted on a police cruiser,
what we're looking at is a license plate directly across the street 131-9161.
Cops in San Leandro, California can capture and record license plates as they drive down any street. An efficient method to catch car thieves or pull over vehicles that show up in a criminal database.
With technology and with smart, good policing, it allows us to keep our public safe.
But when a local activist petitioned the police department and got a hold of the records on his car, he says he was stunned by what he saw.
Did you think it was a case of Big Brother's gone too far?
Yeah, I do think Big Brother's gone too far because I have not been charged with, I'm not suspected of committing any crime.
Mike Katz-Lakabe found what he says is an egregious violation of privacy. 112 instances over 2 years where police just happened to get images of his car and more.
Innocent people should not have their records being stored by law enforcement.
Law enforcement, though, has wholeheartedly embraced this technology. More than a third of large police agencies are using automated plate readers, according to a 2010 study by George Mason University. There are 3 cameras on the roof, one on the left, one on the right, and one on the side. They capture plates instantaneously. Those plates are then cross-checked against suspect vehicles. So if a car comes across as being stolen, the officer will be instantly alerted.
High alert.
It's not that data collection is bad, critics say, but it's that departments keep the information on file, sometimes for months, sometimes for years. Every department has its own policy. San Leandro, for instance, keeps its data for a year.
Once they have the location of your plate and where you were on that date and time that they scanned your plate, they can see where you work, who you associate with, where you pray, where you're going to the doctor, and they can learn quite a lot about you.
draait hier bij dit KPN-evenement natuurlijk allemaal om de digitale transformatie. En bij transformeren is het natuurlijk heel belangrijk dat je de beste infrastructuren hebt, netwerken, apparatuur aan elkaar koppelt. Jullie focussen je heel erg op 5G, Internet of Things en virtualisatie. Heeft te maken met schaalbaarheid en time to market. 5G, kijk je daar nou uit?
Ja, daar kijk ik zeker naar uit. Ik zat net te kijken naar de drone die gepresenteerd werd.
Ja, vol trots staat hier achter de taxi-drone. Toevallig misschien naast Technology Lab, waar 5G een groot issue is.
Dat is geen toeval. Nee. Wij werken heel nauw samen met KPN op dit onderwerp. En de taxidrone aan zich is niet het grootste nieuws. Het grootste nieuws bestaat eruit dat dit soort nieuwe technologieën mogelijk worden over publieke netwerken. We besturen dus deze prachtige nieuwe toepassingen via het publieke netwerk van KPN. Dat kan vandaag via 4G, dat doen we met een speciale testomgeving. Maar straks is het nodig om over te schakelen op een 5G-technologie. Om het veilig te doen en de capaciteit ook aan te kunnen van al deze nieuwe toepassingen die er op ons afkomen.
Alles gaat hier loeiend snel. Je wordt er links en rechts ingehaald door technologie. En 5G, we moeten wachten tot 2022. Hoe kan dat?
Nou, kijk, 5G is op dit moment heel erg in ontwikkeling. Hè. De standaardisatie is eigenlijk net klaar. Dus wat we hier vandaag met name aan het doen zijn, is om de 5G Field Labs die we nu aan het opstarten zijn, in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Helmond, Drenthe en Groningen, om die zeg maar echt bij het grote publiek bekend te maken.
En dat zijn pilots?
Dat zijn inderdaad pilots. We hebben gisteren het contract getekend met Amsterdam Arena als commerciële partner, gemeente Amsterdam. Maar ook bijvoorbeeld het havenbedrijf Rotterdam, bedrijven als Vopak, die zijn heel erg geïnteresseerd van hoe dat 5G zeg maar, hun bedrijfsvoering een stuk efficiënter kan maken.
Fasten your seatbelts. Disruption is on its way.